Hello guys, your King and I, Vince of Valentine BX Turk. Sorry, my hair's a mess. Let me go flip it this way so it'll be less of a mess. Huh? What?
You see where I put that pop in the
I did.
I wiped the top off too.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I got it because you said you wanted some cream soda and they didn't have it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Back to the video. I should have probably just cut that off right now. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep my mistakes on here. But anyways, yeah, sorry about my hair. So, we're on another Final Fantasy discussion because, well, I got the thumbnail and it just came to my head. What is Ravus Nox Flore's relationship to Gentianna? I'm pretty sure Gentianna, if Gentianna has been around since Luna Freya was real little. So that would also mean that Luna Freya knows about Ravus Nox Flore. And even also Ravus's turn to the dark side as well. You know. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure she's unaware of what's happening. So it could be possible that Ravus is the one giving information to Gentianna, and Gentianna relays information to Luna Freya and Noctis, because, you know, Noctis is the chosen king, thus the chosen king with the Astrals obey the chosen king of light, and Noctis is the king of light, even though she's pretty much the servant of Luna Freya Nox Flore. So, what could this mean? It could mean that Ravus has some kind of relationship with Gentianna as well, even as a bad guy. Now, Gentianna would probably avoid Ravus in the earlier chapters, because at this point, Ravus in this point in the early game and in Kingsglaive, sorry, I can't really speak today. I have a long day, but Kingsglaive, in the earlier parts of the chapters of Final Fantasy 15, Ravus is revenge thirsty, meaning that all he could see is his bloodlust toward Noctis for being, you know, King Regis' son. So she probably would avoid him at that time until Ravus regained his humanity, and it had to take the loss of his sister. I'm pretty sure besides Aranea and that one old lady housekeeper, you know, that old lady housekeeper that was supposedly around for that conversation, Ravus also probably found Gentianna, or Gentianna made an appearance in Tenebrae after talking to Luna Freya in Luna Freya's last moments. You know, after talking to Luna Freya in her last moments, you know, Gentianna, you know, appeared, and Ravus also told Gentianna that he was going to attack the Niflheim Empire. So even if he couldn't have left those notes for Noctis, he would probably, if something would have happened to Ravus, because Ravus would probably relay, if something happened to me, let's say Arden burns the notes, or the old housekeeper gets taken care of by the Niflheim Emperor Idolus, Gentianna would relay the message to Noctis that he was sorry for all the bad he done to Noctis and him, that all the evil he has done, he is sorry, and he wanted to give his father's sword to him, because he realized King Regis was actually a good guy all this time. The real bad guys and the real villains that were responsible were Arden, Idolus, and General Glauco, which General Glaucus is deceased. But nonetheless, he would actually inform Gentianna just in case Ravus couldn't make it, or if Ravus couldn't leave his notes somehow. If Arden would have burned his notes, you know. Because Ravus knows both Idolus and Arden very well. So he would actually make her the last resort to tell Noctis the truth about everything. And because Ravus is the older brother of Luna Freya Nox Flore, that means she has some, he has at least some jurisdiction over her. Just some. Because she was strictly for Lunafreya, because Lunafreya was the Oracle. But, the Oracle's family members have some power. Now, in the verses 13, that would mean she'd be on the bad side of things, because Stella Nox Fleuret worked for the Niflheim Empire in verses 13, but that's no longer canon. So we're only referring to canon material right now. And the canon material right now is that Ravus has a little bit of power, but not very much. Not very much, but just a little bit to get a message out there, because she's the older brother of the Oracle, Lunafreya Nox Fleuret. And of course, Gentianna's been around since they were both young. Been a Tenebrae since they were both young. Even helped out Queen Silva. So, of course, the relationship's kind of similar. Of course, like I said, in the earlier chapters of Final Fantasy 15, Gentianna avoided Ravus Nox Fleuret on the fact that Ravus Nox Fleuret was bloodthirsty for Noctis's blood, due to the fact that he falsely accused King Regis of killing Queen Silva, his mother, or at least was fed the lies that Idolus Outercrap did, because Idolus Outercrap was the one who put those lies in Ravus after capturing him and making him the High Commander, or at least Lieutenant at the time. So, but I think after Chapter 13 and before Chapter 13, like Chapter 10, Ravus sees the errors of his way. He tells Gentianna's final message, because she would also, just as a favor for Lunafreya, to get the truth out to Noctis, that Ravus one day wanted Noctis to have the sword if he could prove his worth, and he has. After seeing everything and knowing everything, I'm pretty sure Ravus put some of his personal, intimate secrets with Gentianna to keep or tell, depending on what he wants. Now, now when Lunafreya was alive, at least a little bit, he would probably make her keep the secrets that he was going to go after Noctis, because, well, Lunafreya would stop Ravus at that point, just like she tried to do in King's Glaive. So, but even then, Gentianna knows deep down inside that Ravus is not cold-hearted or as evil as he thinks he was. He was only doing this because of the loss of his mother, because, well, let's be honest, when someone loses their mother, of course they're going to be less than friendly. Nobody wants to even think about that stuff, so it's like, I can't really blame Ravus for being what he is. But nonetheless, she probably knows deep secrets about Ravus than even Idolus did. And Ravus spent most of his life after post King's Glaive, like during his time as an adult. Probably, I'd have to say, Ravus joined the Niflheim Empire when he was probably 16 years old. So he's been around Idolus for a long time, but he's been around Gentianna for a longer time, and probably lied about where the Glaciers, probably didn't know, or lied about the whereabouts of the Glacian, because somehow he still also cared for Gentianna as well. Because Gentianna was like family to the Nox Fleuret. So that means Ravus would be protected of her as he was with Lunafreya. Because even when Ravus was a villain and still bad, he still was overprotective of Lunafreya. He was still overprotective. He didn't want, And if Lunafreya would have still been alive, I'm pretty sure he would have made Gentianna swear secrecy not to tell Lunafreya he's going to go challenge the Niflheim Emperor. and take him down, because Lunafreya would stop him because, well, that's the only family member Lunafreya has at that point. But nonetheless, I would have to say Ravus and Gentianna shares a relationship as the same kind of relationship as Lunafreya and Gentianna, because Gentianna's been working with the Nox Flores for years. So Gentianna probably pretty much helped raise both of them, both young Ravus and both younger Lunafreya. And probably another reason why Ravus hates Arden, because Arden plans to kill Gentianna, since that's the only person that, what's his face? Arden knows that Gentianna is actually an astral, and, well, he's been wanting to get rid of Gentianna for a while due to the fact his betrayal. So another reason why Ravus probably didn't like Arden at all. But nonetheless, Gentianna has been working with the Nox Flores for years because she heard the prophecy of the Oracle, and Lunafreya was supposed to grow up to be the Oracle, and she did. She ends up being the Oracle, so of course it would work. It would probably work out that Ravus would also have a secret relationship with Gentianna as well, because Gentianna raised both Ravus. It helped raise Ravus and Lunafreya. Why their mother was, doing government stuff, because their mother, Queen Silva, was the queen, and queens are like, queens, kings, presidents, prime ministers. They have to do government stuff, so they have a person who's appointed to raise them. So Gentianna was like a mother to both of them. So tell me what you think in the comments. May the crystal be with you, and guys, have a nice day.